Put on your bed for you, nigga.
Lawnarchy. What's happening? It's your man PL. You just saw videos for Mad Marlin, Middle Finger, and myself with a Put Your Wings On. Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Thanks everybody for coming out. Before we get started, I want to just do a quick introduction to everybody real quick. As you know, it's me, PL, DJ Jamel Rockwell, usual purveyor of the Prelude, Jason J-Ritoc Jefferson. He don't like the kids. And
man, I love the kids. But it's fuck the kids though.
And tonight's guests are Heavy Gantt and DJ Skeme.
This nigga ain't company.
Don't interrupt the man.
Whatever.
Before we get too far into it, let's go ahead and check in. For those unfamiliar with the show, we're really big on mental health, and a lot of things. One of the main things, at least in the hip hop community, about mental health is that some people just don't have a platform to say things sometimes. So we do what we call the check-in, which just gives you a moment to just say how you feel, and it basically goes like this. Jason, hey man, how was your week?
Man, if I had to give this week a Yelp review, I would give it a 4.5. It was.
Is that good or bad?
Well, out of 5, yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know Yelp. I don't care.
It was pretty fantastic week. All right. Yep. Yeah, say no details though. Y'all just getting the review itself.
Oh, okay, that's a beautiful thing. Shoot. It's like a crash, really, man. Any week you can walk away from. Good week.
I was say, speaking of crashes,
71. I was about to say, I was thinking, damn, is it the anniversary of the crash already? I didn't think it was that day. Shit.
Oh, you talking about y'all's crash?
Yeah,
His crash.
Yeah, my crash. Shit, Skeme, my man, my mellow. How was your week, sir?
Amazing, bro. Yeah, I'm so blessed. I feel good, man. Just came back from Shy, came straight to this motherfucker, so. Yeah.
Oh man, that's love, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
See, he was in the sky. Now he's on the lawn. See, y'all don't even understand how this works. Y'all don't even understand how this works.
I probably remember somebody from the same flight as you.
Oh, for real?
Heavy?
Yes, sir.
My man, my mellow. How was your week, sir?
Man, I can't complain, bro. Happy to be here every week. Keeps getting better. You know what I mean? Just want to challenge myself. You know what I mean? Cannot complain, won't complain.
I hear that. Shit. Rockwell, how was your week?
Man, fuck this world, dog. fuck this motherfucking world, dog. Like
we was batting 1,000.
Like if shit could,
No, we still batting 1,000.
just damn near anything you could conceive go wrong is fucking went wrong.
Nah, I can conceive a lot.
We're not counting your ass. This is
What?
you're normally Mr. Congeniality. It's my turn.
I am. Hold on, time out. I'm Mr. Congeniality?
That was sarcasm, sir.
Oh.
I thought he was laying it on pretty thick too.
It was so thick I didn't even catch it. I had to make sure. I was like, hold on.
Man, just frustrated with so many fucking things, bro. Like all at the same goddamn time, and I can't even focus on the shit because I got like perilous shit to deal with. You know what I mean? Like maintaining my fucking existence, financially, fucking health wise. People question my loyalty and shit. This bullshit. Oh, and let me tell you something, boy. If I have another motherfucker on foot waving me through an intersection, I'm gonna get out and smack the shit out of him, dog. Bro, like you ain't running shit. You ain't running shit. If I hit you, my insurance got to pay for it. If you run into me, my insurance got to pay for that shit. Man, get your asses out the motherfucking street across it.
No, but people on foot always got the right of way though. No
I
matter
don't give a
what.
flying monkey's ass. They do the right of way wrong.
And that, y'all, is why we do the check-in. Because I don't need damn, what's the movie with my dude that went to work and everything was all fucked up?
Falling down.
Falling down.
Yeah.
I don't need Falling Down Part 2 down here.
I'm black, sir. That's not gonna
That
happen.
don't mean.
Walking to
You know
McDonald's
what?
at 10:32.
It's 2023.
Yeah, it is, ain't it?
Yep. It's 2023, man. The line between what black folks, quote unquote, and what white folks, quote unquote, do, that shit's very blurred now,
Hey,
bro.
if I see a brother walk into a McDonald's with some high water pants on, a white short sleeve shirt and a tie and a crew cut, I'm out, dog.
I'm assuming he's Mormon.
I'm out.
So that nigga selling watchtowers.
I am out. I'm not taking the chance.
Well, my week was all right. I don't know if it was a 4.5 on the Yelp review, but it was made through alive. Didn't get shot.
Shit, that's a 5 then for you.
Hey, that's
Damn.
I'm working
Out
on,
in the street.
I'm working on the next 10,000 days, man. It's yeah.
He is now trending unshot.
But seriously, I saw your post a couple of days ago, Rock, about feeling that you
Oh yeah.
were having a difficult time with success.
Well, specifically success with things that I am passionate about.
All right. Now, don't take any of this as pushback.
Nigga, it's pushback. Just go on.
It's not pushback.
Wait, what was the post? Like, what did you say?
So no, I
His
made the post.
You did.
It was part of my frustrated week.
Okay.
I said I'm pondering why it's so hard to be successful at the things that I'm passionate about. And a few people asked what the standard was, for success in this, and where my mind was at is that I like the things that I'm passionate about being able to support me and my family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've done all the jobs, bro. And it's just not fulfilling because my heart ain't in it,
It sucks the life out of you.
Yeah. But they got 2 mortgages now, so I got to figure something out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just it's disheartening to to, when my mom passed last year, I kind of set myself forward that I was going to try and make something happen with things that I'm passionate about. And I've had positive outcomes in the things that I'm passionate about. I'm not gonna act like I haven't,
Yeah.
But just trying to make a way to make this. I don't want to be rich. I really just want to be financially secure, doing the things that I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel you. But I also I didn't read any of the comments, so I have no idea what anybody said or who said anything. I saw the post and I was like, I could say something here, or I could use this as content for the show. Sorry, my guy.
It's fair game. Go ahead.
But I figured you put it out there. So,
yeah, exactly.
Okay. What you're not finding isn't success, in my opinion. Because, and I say this as someone whose name is attached to your name.
All right.
And the way you made it sound on Facebook was as if nothing had ever gone in a positive manner. Now, this is pushback. I think that we are successful for the simple fact that we made it through what we made it through. Period. We've talked about the Houston part of the tour.
Yeah.
Dude, we should still be down there speaking Spanish. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I ain't saying it should be that bad, but we definitely should have made it 40 miles, 50 miles after the light then came on 10 miles ago, and we only got $2 to put in the tank. And we 14 hours from home. Shit. I be damned.
Hold on, but to retort.
Well, hold on. What you're looking for, or what I will openly admit that we have not necessarily been able to find consistently, is profitability.
Right.
We have been extremely successful. You can't tell me that doing the first fucking hip hop festival in Kansas City and Westport, Westport and Kansas City, wasn't successful 2 years running. We just weren't profitable because the venue fucked us over. And we fucked ourselves over by not making sure we didn't get fucked over by the venue otherwise.
Or anybody. Because few people got shots at us.
So, we've been successful. And you've been successful. Apart from, what me or Christos have done. So, yeah, it's just, like I said, we may not have always been profitable. And I don't know. I don't want to put business out too much, but a majority of the time, though, you wasn't taking the loss. I was taking the loss because I made sure that I was hiring you a majority of the time. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, it was like, hey, bro, we just ain't got it. We ain't got nothing to do nothing, and I'm sorry about that. So we wasn't profitable, like I said, sometimes, or at least consistently. But we were successful, and we're still successful because
very much.
Who else is going out of town doing shows when they want?
A handful.
I mean, it's not very many people. That, at least, I'm talking about just from it's not many people who can. See, who can reach out to Young Guru right now? You know what I'm saying? And be like, hey, bro, I need you to check this out for me. Yeah, I don't know too many people in Kansas City besides our triumvirate that can do that. I mean, this thing, like I said, we're successful. It's just that our success is not necessarily what may be deemed successful by the same motherfuckers who had me trolling on my Facebook post about being a washed-up rapper. Anybody who thinks I'm a washed-up rapper, you can contact me at eatadick@eatadick.com.
No need to CC anybody.
You can CC whoever you want, but that's where you can contact me if you feel I'm a washed-up rapper. eatadick@eatadick.com. You get rapid response.
The rapidest.
Yeah, I don't let these motherfuckers around here dictate my quote-unquote success. Because if that was the case, I would be just a washed-up rapper doing shit on bootleg Best Buy equipment. But my nigga, somehow, some way, the universe, God, Allah, Buddha, whomever it is that you want to say it was, has allowed us for the past roughly 20 years to really and truly be able to do this, exist, and grow as people. So, I don't know what's going on, and I don't know if it was somebody who had you feeling that way, but you can refer to them. You can refer them to my my immediate customer care hotline.
There was not a specific person.
Okay, I'm just saying. Because I'm getting business cards printed up next week. eatadick@eatadick.com. Rapid response. Rapid. So yeah, man. Like I said, but also hold your fucking head up, because just because we wasn't profitable didn't mean you sold your fucking ass to become profitable.
Ain't out here doing something strange for a little bit to change.
You know what I'm saying? Shit, it's 2023, man. Motherfuckers out here doing shit for any and every. So,
and actually for nothing.
Jack and the Crack cheesecake.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of cheesecake, hey man, this is why I'm single. So this week, a couple days ago, I'm perusing online. I don't do a lot of online social media stuff anymore. Heavy in Skeme. It's just stupid. But I happen to come across this chick who says that she's too good to go to a chain restaurant.
Mm-hmm. Are you talking about the
Cheesecake Factory chick? Yeah, you can't take this to that.
Mm-hmm.
Is somebody from Kansas City talking like that?
No, I don't believe she was.
This was. What's it, Houston?
Probably Houston.
I think it was Houston.
Because it was a Mexican cat with a black chick.
Yeah.
So it's probably Houston.
Yeah, and he said that she was late, getting in the car to go to a reservation they had. They missed the reservation, so they were because of her. So they were going around looking for the closest place to eat. And he suggested Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, she turned her nose up.
Okay.
So he took her home.
Which is what he should have did.
Yeah. Now, being open and honest, I have never set foot in a Cheesecake Factory. I've had some cheesecake from Cheesecake Factory, but I've never been. I heard the strawberry lemonade is fire. But I have no idea personally. I've never. The only Cheesecake Factory I know of in Kansas City is on the Plaza. Yeah. Y'all know my stance on not fucking around at the Plaza. They serve Hennessy at the cheese. Oh, they want niggas there. Then I need to go to the Cheesecake Factory then. I didn't know they served. I don't even drink Hennessy. Matter of fact, anybody who knows me knows I detest Hennessy. Hennessy's decent cognac that tastes like sawdust. Sorry, Jazz.
The Jazz gonna be their spokesperson though. For
he
real.
is for real. And I keep trying to turn him on to like better stuff. He be like, Yeah, no.
That hen dog.
I'd be like, damn,
That hen
man.
dog.
I'd be like, shit, this shit right here is way better.
Hey, that Henny hit better with the Rotel, bro.
But I don't know your relationship status, heavy or scheme shit. You are in a relationship, okay? I'm glad, cause it's man.
It's rough out here.
I didn't even I'm speechless. You were late. Now I'm still trying to feed you. I find what has been deemed a suitable substitute. I mean, it may not have been where we had reservations.
This is his first date with her?
Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah. So he's like bending over backwards. I'm like, bro.
He could have hit her with that 4-for-4. Like I could have understood that if she didn't want to go to Wendy's for the
You could have took her to
4-for-4.
somewhere cheap but local. It would have fulfilled the
You know what I'm
obligation.
saying?
I mean, what's wrong with that? We getting to know each other.
Right.
What do I need to do? Like, if you're telling me that I need to take you to a particular restaurant that costs a certain amount of money, then you should just tell me what it costs to fuck you. And that's really what we're talking about. Now, if I'm getting to know you, I can get to know you in a bar. I can get to know you in a lounge. I can get to know you at a library. I can get to know you at a park. Okay, why do I need to pay to get to know you? Not that I have an issue with paying to get, but bitch, you putting a dollar amount on it. You putting a dollar amount on it. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Cheesecake Factory's like at least, what, $120?
What?
Nigga, $120 for two. And I just met you?
What you ordered?
Huh?
Dude, what you ordered in
For
cheesesteak?
real?
And I just met you?
That's like
With drinks and
So
shit.
what you really trying to say is that
Oh,
I
so
need
that's
to
a
pay a certain
restaurant.
amount of money. Just tell me how much it
That ain't no
costs.
chain. That's a
I
restaurant.
thought it was upscale Applebee's myself. Like
It is.
Yeah, that's really all.
Shit,
it is.
$120 for two
classy
people. At a
It's a little bit classy. Not a bunch.
Oh,
Victorian molding.
but you know what? That's also another reason why I'm single
Get
though,
some calamari,
There you
yeah.
go.
because apparently a date is at least $100 now or something.
No, it ain't.
That's
I don't know.
crazy.
Nigga, it's
It
30.
depends
It's
on what
30.
you're dealing
It's
with, bro.
35. If you spending more than 35, then
I-
something's wrong.
If
Hey,
she
man, I
feel
don't
like
think
that,
that's
she has every
35
right to
apiece
feel
or
like
35
that.
total?
$35.
I would send her package. It's cool. Go find you
Okay.
somebody else. It's cool.
Okay, look. hold on.
What do y'all? What,
Hold on,
hold
Riddoch.
what do y'all be ordering? Well,
Hold
all
on,
right,
Riddoch.
well, first of
Look.
all, I don't drink, so that's part of it. I don't be getting drinks. So
He did say $35.
he said $35
$35
for two.
Where it though?
For two, bro.
But hold
Man,
on.
I go to the Fix at least twice a week.
The fix.
Yeah,
Over
little
on the Plaza?
no, the vegan spot over off Main. Not Main,
It
31st.
depends on where you going and what you spending. I don't know. If that's just
It's like a cherry,
say
like
no?
31st and cherry.
Fuck no.
What's wrong with that? Huh?
It's a whole.
You're
It's
just
like a
saying
whole
that's
bunch of.
incorrect.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
incorrect.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, that's
Now,
incorrect.
look, I ain't gonna act like I ain't got laid over a $15 college budget. That's possible. I'm not saying that's impossible, right? But I mean, if I'm going out on a date, then I want a fucking experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? So you know,
Something wrong with that.
right. I want to see you in a certain light. Now I ain't saying that I'm automatically coming up off of $100 on a first date or whatever.
It's
something like
nothing
that.
wrong if you want that. If you want that, there's nothing wrong with that. But the problem is you telling me that we not going on a date unless I'm spending this because you telling me.
Oh, we
Fuck no,
we
she got-
would have never got to date
Yeah.
point.
Fuck no.
Which leads to the second part of because as I scrolled, the next video down was this chick who was on a date with a dude. First date. They're supposed to be. He invited her out for a couple of drinks, you know, to discuss and get to know each other. The waiter was telling them about some, I guess, a happy hour deal they had where they had a dozen oysters
Oh, the oyster
for
chick.
$15.
And she got 48 of them bitches.
And she got 4 trays of the oysters at $15, so that's $60.
And knocked them
And
all
then
down.
Said, "Ooh, that was a nice appetizer.
She sounded big.
Let's
sounded
let's
hella
go ahead and order some crab cakes with the
Yeah.
potato wedges."
No,
They didn't show
She
her.
never showed herself. Yeah, never
Hey.
showed herself. But 48.
And
think
drinks.
About that for a second.
She had her list.
Yeah, so he hit her with the hey, I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yep, that's what I would show would have. Hey, good move, brother. Good move.
And then she gonna,
I like that in.
and then
I
like
like
a half hour later, she like, I can't believe he did
I like
this.
him.
And I'm like, hey, first off, he invited you out for drinks.
Drinks.
All right, I'm out.
A little sippy sip.
Just because the waiter told you that they doing a dozen oysters for $15 doesn't mean he didn't even. If he offered you that, then that's on him. But as far as you said drinks, and then he even said he would cash app her the money for his drinks.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's even
That's better.
That's
fair.
yeah,
You can't
that's
say nothing.
hella fair.
Sticking with this.
Because he didn't order 48 oysters.
No, that was just what she started off with.
Yeah.
He's just a bad person. You're just a bad person.
Dude,
48, and she slurped them all.
oysters.
Slurped
I'm not a seafood person. And oysters definitely are not on my list to ever eat.
Fried.
I'm not even trying to do that.
I do fried oysters. I ain't slick. I ain't.
Eel was about as
That's the
probably
original
about as
blizzard.
adventurous as I got.
This bitch is a bad person.
Yeah, yeah. So it's and I'm not saying that it's not terrible dudes out here,
Of course.
because it's definitely terrible dudes out here. But it's just also terrible women. It's just terrible people, and it's just sad. So I'm just gonna stay single probably. Hey,
Ugly out here though. I feel you.
it's ugly. It's
Don't give up hope, cuz. Don't give up hope though.
well, the foreign exchange said it best, man. I shouldn't feel like I'm at war to be in love. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel you.
that's yeah. So hell,
Fight you.
if we gonna keep it all the way funky, I just learned how to love my fucking self about 7-8 years ago. So shit, I'm still digging that.
Yeah.
So I'm comfortable with just hanging with me for a little while.
But there's so many of them out here, though.
Oh, it is. It is.
They're everywhere.
Because ain't no accountability for it. That's what they're being geared and conditioned to do that. So you're gonna get more of it. You know what I mean? There's gonna be more of that in different forms. For men, there's accountability for it. You know what I'm saying? For women, not so much. That's the difference, I believe.
Hey, if I can just keep it funky for a minute. I'm not spending a dime, dog, to get the draws. To get the draw? No. Oh, never. Like,
I don't pay for pussy directly.
Yeah, but indirectly, that's what you're doing.
Indirectly, I have paid for a lot of pussy.
Indirectly, every
Now,
man does.
I also,
From your outfit to your haircut to the car you got to everything else
yeah,
you do.
and I also do not discredit or look down on people who do pay for pussy directly
Not at all.
with sex workers or whatever.
Not at all. Live your life.
Do your thing. It's your money. You do what you want to do.
but I'm not that guy.
But I'm not that guy.
But if you date a girl 3 times before you smash, if you ain't smashed your first night, you spending hundreds of dollars. Which so we all are paying on one level or another.
Well, see, I deal in radical honesty with women now.
Dig it.
So, you know what I mean?
Yes,
So
As you should, yes sir.
yeah,
That's
I just state my agenda as it is,
That's
you
what's
know,
up. Absolutely.
and we try and see if each other's agendas are compatible.
Yeah.
Speaking
that
of,
comes from, I think being an older man and more comfortable with yourself, because a lot of times as a young nigga you lying trying to get some pussy, you lying to the girl to
Yep.
get some pussy. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's not really strong because you're elevating her because you're scared of what she gonna say. Why won't you let her choose and be honest? Which I haven't been honest all the time. That comes from lying and being
Right.
like, oh no, this is
Same.
It don't. There's nothing pimpish about this at all.
Right. You know, I had a break up with my youngest child's mother, and like from that point on, I was like, I lived 2 lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
I lived 2 lives, and that was one life too many. And
Nigga, that sound like a soap opera.
One life too many.
but when I got thrown out into the wild again. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't have time or energy to uphold some kind of falsehood or some kind of deception. Let's just get down to the brass tacks, shall we?
Yeah.
You know, this is what I need. What you need? So.
Oh no,
I'm rather stoned.
This is where I need
I was trying to do, but every time I've tried to interject, so I just, I'm just letting it go where it go, baby. So speaking of compatibility, like 3 minutes ago, you and Skeme and you, the Heavy Skeme project.
That was a weird segue, bro.
Yeah, pause.
Pause on that.
That's all good. Yes, sir.
I mean compatibility. I'm not saying I'll just say compatibility. In order to have a good MC DJ combination, you have to have compatibility.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit. I've worked with a couple of DJs, and all the DJs I've worked with publicly, we had compatibility. A lot of the ones that you didn't even get to see make the stage, no, that shit was not right. But, you know what I'm saying, we both had to be man enough to admit that it wasn't working between us. Wasn't nothing wrong with it. Shit. And I got stuck with this nigga. We got compatibility.
And your DJ don't eat right.
I don't know how he eat now. I don't keep track. I got too much stuff on my plate. So how did y'all wind up doing this, coming together for the Heavy Skeme?
We just got back together, man, probably a year and a half ago. What was that, Skeme?
Yeah, year and a half.
ago.
Mm-hmm.
Just seen him at the gym, and I was like, yo. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's Skeme. And I first met Skeme 20 plus years ago when I was just fooling around with music, having fun, going to open mics, rapping or whatever the case is. And then I seen him again, 20 plus years later. And I done lived, like he said, multiple lives from now to then. And I was just now starting to fool with the music again. And then it just so happens that during the time that, that 20 plus year time frame, I had lost a lot of weight and dedicated my life to being healthy and fitness and, working out and whatnot. So I started training Skeme. And then, it just, I don't know, I'm talking to this nigga more often. We're talking about music more often. And during our sessions, we're talking about music and shit like that. And then, what would happen if we did a mixtape? What would happen? You know what I mean? What would happen if I did the very best I could on the best beats and you blended that shit and it sounded like the shit that we grew up listening to? That's what we wanted to capture, is that old shit that we grew up listening to. He's like, yeah, let's do it. And during that time frame, I was just writing. So I just had shit. I had shit ready. So it was just perfect.
So were you all together during the recording process too, or was it kind of just you do what you do and then turn it over to him?
Yeah, I let him listen to it and tear it apart, you know what I mean? With anything that I do, once I feel like it's ready to go, I got a handful of people that are close to me that really know the music and that are gonna be honest with me. Yo, this is it, or nah, man, this shit is garbage, you know what I mean? So, but he would listen to him and he was cool with all of them, man. We just was like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's rock out. Let's make it as hard as we can make it, as good as we can make it. Being from Kansas City, you know what I mean?
I liked it.
I'm glad you listened to it, man.
Where did I see you at last week? Vine Street.
Vine Street,
Yeah, down at Vine Street. I was like, hey man, is the mixtape out? And you were like, yeah man, it's been out for a couple days now. You know what I'm saying? It's I was like, well, shoot me the link. I airdrop it because we on Apple.
I got an Android like a motherfucker. I could have
And that's how I talk to. I lick my lips.
I can't do it all super sexy like Skeme do it.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, new joint too. You know what I mean? Like, we talking about it. You know, let's talk about it.
Oh,
Phone,
man.
let me take a picture of that motherfucker.
Can you take a picture of it? Let me know.
Oh man, this is hilarious.
But he's leaving out a lot of details because we talk a lot of shit. Like let's get it all the way through. Like when we in the gym going hard, lifting weights, we talk shit, bro. Like we talk shit about the world, hip hop, niggas in the community, like everything. And we really go hard on like our people. And that was one of the first things we were talking about is quality control. You know, what happened with, you know, the turnover of music over the last 10, 20 years and how we all, you know, came up, you know, in late 90s, early 2000s and how we really saw value in gatekeepers. Because back in the day, you had to be a certain caliber, certain quality to even do this, right? Now, you know, it's accessible, which is great. You know, whoever can just come over and do whatever. But it's harder to cut through. So we're like, look, those initial waves are what kind of set the bar. And they still set the bar to this day. And we cut from that. So we kind of expound on that, like how that initially happened. Because like the mixtape era kind of died out for whatever reason. Like you don't have the great dramas with Wayne and, you know, all those different mixtapes. So
dope bodies of work.
Right.
yeah.
That are dope though. You know what I mean? I wanted to make a dope fucking body of work from Kansas City, dog, because I ain't never put no music online until this year. You know what I'm saying? Like until this year, didn't nobody know I existed, and I didn't know that I was ever gonna rap again until this year. I didn't even know that I knew how to rap no more because I'd been away from it for so long. You know what I mean? And now just feeling, you know, the support you get from real heads that hear it. That's what we wanted to capture, was just the whole, I know whatever it is, everybody ain't gonna like it, that's cool. But I know that we've created something that heads that are a part of this fucking culture, if you're playing it and they walk in the room, they know what they listening to. They know what they listening to. And as if I can capture that, then we did what we was supposed to do.
Oh yeah, you definitely captured that. Because I was telling Rockwell and I was talking to Rockwell and Buddha. When was that? Was that before I got shot or after I got shot? My bad. That's like my reference point. Cause that's yeah. It was probably after I got shot. But I was telling them, I was like, hey man, mixtapes, and not just like cats, you know, blending tracks together, but like cats putting verses and adding and doing and what you and Skeme did. I was like, hey man, that stuff that's what is missing. I said, and then I was like, hey, maybe y'all need to start, or maybe, you know, but I was like, that's
Hell yeah.
because that is something that we definitely grew up with. It was a lot of cats that you would hear, you'd hear 4 or 5 mixtapes from them before you'd hear any album.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
But I was flipping through Instagram, and Big Daddy Kane had a reel up, and it was him saying when he grew up and when he was coming up as an MC, he was writing all day, every day. He wanted to be the dopest MC. He wanted to be the best there was. So he's, you know what I'm saying, he's writing here, he's rhyming at school, he's rhyming at the bus stop, he's rhyming in the neighborhood, he's rhyming at home. He's always, you know, he's always sharpening his craft. Yeah. He said, and then by doing that, a lot of times that's how labels found cats, because, you know, they just because. And then he said, now cats just wake up and be like, I want to make a song. And that's the end goal. It's not, I want to be dope, or I want to create something that moves people to feel a certain way or has a certain nostalgia to it, maybe. Nah, I just want to make a song. And I'm like, damn. And that's the end goal. You know what I'm saying? It's not even to be a good song. Like I said, it's just. So I was like,
some shit out there.
Yeah. So that's kind of like how things have shifted over the past 25, 30 years. And I just found that refreshing when I was listening to the Heavy Scheme project that it brought back, you know what I'm saying, real rhyming, cuts, you know what I'm saying, jacking niggas tracks.
Yeah. That's what we wanted to do. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's yeah. I listened to it all week.
Thank you, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, man.
No,
It's
everything you're
life, bro.
saying, that's it, man.
Because
That's,
I knew, man, I was like, man, it's gonna resonate with the heads, bro. Like,
Yeah,
the heads are gonna
absolutely.
feel it, bro. You know, you may not agree with what I'm saying or how I'm saying it, but shit, at the end of the day, you're gonna fucking feel it.
Oh no, bro. I was like 3 or 4 tracks in, and I hit the group chat. I think it was. I was like, hey, this Heavy Scheme go hard, boy. I don't know what's going on with y'all, but I'm checking this out. So no, it's and I think it's also beautiful that you made it name your price.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's yeah. I don't think cats understand. See, that's to me that harkens back to having your CDs in hand with the no label, just a marker.
Right. Yeah, I
in-
had
in-
those.
in-
I gave those around the city. Like
in the
I did-
paper sleeve,
Yeah,
and I'm
man.
down in Amico trying to get them off for whatever I can get them off for.
I should get
So
Donations.
yeah, so you know what I'm saying. So it really that whole it really did harken back to really what I believe that Lawnarchy is about too. You know what I'm saying? Just that the foundational. We gonna move this, even though it's a digital mixtape. We gonna move this hand to hand.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the feel of it to me. And yeah, I think that I think it is gonna resonate with the heads. And I don't think just not just Kansas City heads. I think that, you know what I'm saying, cats just in the hip hop diaspora period it'll you know what I'm saying, because
It's solid, bro.
Yeah.
Remind me of like young 50, like early 50 when he was trying to show niggas like, yeah, okay, but I'll rob all you niggas.
And that's why I picked those beats with those, like the originals. You heard all the original joints already with who was on there. So man, I had to do it dirty.
Salute, bro. From MC,
No, that shit
Appreciate
went.
that, man. Appreciate
MC
that.
to MC.
That mean a lot because I just want the world to know that it's niggas from Kansas City that are like me, like y'all.
Yeah.
Listen to what we listen to. You know what I mean? That are about the culture, not disrespecting nothing else that's out there, but it's about the motherfucking culture, man.
Yeah.
How this is supposed to sound, and how it's supposed to go. And that you ain't supposed to just be rapping. You're supposed to mean what you say, and you need to have some sort of message, whatever it may be.
well, you know what? A part of what you just said is extra relevant, and that is you ain't supposed to be rapping.
That's right.
Some people ain't supposed to be rapping. Period. You know, I appreciate the fact that, you know, they do it as a hobby or, you know, enjoy doing certain things or whatever, but it's not for you. It's not. You know, I don't know if anybody kept it funky enough with you, but yeah, it's not. It's not. Leave it. And that shows that it is for you, because you said that you did it for a while.
Yeah.
Took a tremendous break, and came back, but it didn't sound like that to me listening to the project.
Right on, man.
Because I was asking
No, it
Rockwell.
definitely sounded fresh, man.
Well, I was asking
Definitely
Rockwell. I was
sounded-
like, "Hey,
definitely
man,
sounded-
Thanks, man.
I'm like, he looks familiar, man. How come I ain't? Where's the? How come I ain't?" And honestly, man, I was kicking myself this week because I was like, "Shit, if this dude's like close to my age, and he's dope, and I ain't been up on him like this. What am I? What else have I been missing out on?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I try to stay up on as much as I can. I know I don't get everything, but I'm like, damn. So you in rotation, fam.
I appreciate that, dog. Like I knew I could contribute, man, and that means a lot that y'all are heads and y'all embraced it, man. I mean, for real, I really appreciate that y'all even took y'all's time. Because I'm thinking to myself, you know, I try not to take it personal when I send it to somebody I care about and I don't hear a response. Because if I look at myself, if somebody sends me music, I don't ever really listen to the shit immediately. it take me a couple days because you're listening to so much shit. So just
But you know
anybody
what, though?
taking the time, man, that's a big fucking deal to me.
But I don't. If I send something and I get a response, within 5 or 10 minutes,
Yeah.
sometimes I don't even value that response as much.
Yeah.
Because it may have been a rushed listen just because they didn't really listen to it, they just checked it out kind of. The one that takes 2 or 3 days, a week to get back to me, I know they actually took time to really like listen to it and process it. They may have checked it out 4 or 5 times to really. So I appreciate those a little bit more. I mean, I appreciate every listen, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because we're in the streaming age, and unfortunately, I need every .0000 point.
No, you missed a couple zeros.
I need all that.
I think I can sum up how I feel about the tape by saying like from listening to the outro, to the next song, the Almighty Algorithm, just through Bandcamp and whatnot. It was jarring.
Oh no shit.
It was jarring. Like I was on a vibe. You know what I mean? And for it, I mean, I didn't realize it was over. You know what I mean? And so when a whole nother song came on, it was fucking jarring. But it was like, hold on, this ain't what they was doing.
Damn.
Oh, let me go back. Oh yeah, I'm on the last track.
Damn.
I thought that was I think that's what impressed me the most about it.
That's real.
Hell yeah, man.
You definitely put the listener in a good pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everybody just flows together.
And you talk your shit.
And you talk big shit.
Because I ain't gonna,
Talking it, man.
Cause I ain't gonna lie. If the first time I went through it, the first time I heard you say, "Yeah, I'm better than everybody,"
Your favorite rapper.
even you.
Even you.
When you said even you, I saw like a big finger pointing out. I was like, "Oh no, this nigga did." But I loved it because I was like, "Hey, he is better than a lot of y'all."
I mean, that's how we should feel.
Hey, dude. What I'm telling.
Yeah.
But so if we bring in mixtapes back,
Yes, sir.
you know what has to fall after come in line after mixtapes that need to come back. We got to have an open mic.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Now, I said I wanted to discuss it, but I said we wait till we got on air.
Oh yeah. Right.
Right now, there's no open mic no hip hop open mic simply because the pandemic was the reset button for everything. I believe that, and this is no offense to y'all, but I believe that you can put the mixtape out that you put out after the pandemic because it can, you know what I'm saying? It's like a breath of fresh air. I think had the pandemic not happened, where everything kind of was going as normal, one, you may not even have put the album out.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
thought about that. Yeah.
Two, it probably just would have gotten lost. The feel of it may not have been the you know what I'm saying, the exact, because I don't know, man. Maybe I'm reading too much into it.
Nah,
but
man, go ahead.
when I was listening to it, it just felt like you were like reaching out for like, man, I'm sick of this bullshit, man. It's just why do we have to be listening to? And you also made a point to me, or it felt to me that you were saying that there's a place for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't make that, but don't shove that shit down my throat. Don't shove that shit down my kid's throat. Where's the counterbalance? Where's the for every sexy red? Where's my Raw Digger? You know what I'm saying?
My Jean Grey.
My Jean. You know what I'm saying? Where's the?
That's gone. That ain't.
And
been for a while now.
But I felt that like as an underline, kind of as a, Not every song, but just in some of the songs, I was like, yeah, man, damn, this is a.
Oh, you felt that? Oh man, well that's what's up, man. Because I do feel that way. Although I don't think I specifically said that in any of the joints.
Nah.
But I mean,
But we
I've
talk
said that
about
in
it.
YouTube videos. We talk about that shit all
Yep,
the time.
we talk about it.
I talk about like how fucked. Like if you look at our culture, there's a couple things that are really really fucked up about it. Number one, we don't do love songs anymore in mass.
Man.
Not a lot.
Man.
Not a lot. Okay, that's number one. Number two, for women in hip hop, there's only one way to be a woman in hip hop, which is completely different from the '90s when you still had Little Kim and Foxy, right? But you had Bahamadia, you had Nonchalant, you had Lady of Rage, you had MC Light, you had a whole host.
Oh, and don't get it twisted though. Lil Kim and Foxy Brown will bar you to
Bars.
death too.
Bars
Yeah,
up.
I mean, but you know, and even them, like they get blamed for a lot, and it's not about like
No, I'm saying
blaming them,
they did the kind of raunchy stuff,
but they could also
but
rap.
they could also hit you with the just straight butters.
And that's the problem we don't got now, though, is that
We
we don't
don't.
have a real, like, you don't have, like, for instance, for every drug dealer that I could name, or killer, or whatever that I could name, you also got J. Cole, you got Kendrick, you got other people that are doing it on a big level that aren't that, right? Like, you have no female equivalent to a Kendrick Lamar on that level. All the women on that level are doing one particular thing. I don't have a problem with it. I'm just saying it's only one thing.
Because I wonder what happened to Rhapsody's push.
I don't know. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because she was hot, and I mean like super hot,
She can spit.
And that bars.
and then all of a sudden, just
Nah,
stopped hearing.
it was the wave though.
Yeah,
the wave
just-
happened like once Glorilla hit, like the next three, it was downhill from there.
But I fuck with Glorilla though.
She got a cool little flow.
Yeah, I fuck with
Cool
Glorilla.
flow.
Yeah, she can actually rap. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of the old heads that's super stuck on keeping hip hop between 1985 and 1996 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I understand that the culture is going to be different from depending on your environment, but I also understand that if you know what I'm saying, the culture has to make you uncomfortable because the culture was made to make you uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? The culture was not created in comfort. It was created as a voice for those who didn't have. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nothing comfortable about that. Shit.
I don't know. I think there might be another difference with our ages because we're used to terrestrial media. Like we see it a certain way. But you know, my daughter just turned 21, and she puts me
Yeah,
on
for
the.
real?
Yeah, my youngest just turned 21, bro. And she puts me on to a whole nother life. Like they don't even pay attention to none of that media shit. Like they have their own stars that do world tours. Like you see how Russ did. Russ is one of them dudes that came through, no media push, and he's global sensation. But there's other like Tierra Whack, I guess her name is. Bro, she can go. She has a whole life in music. She don't care about none of that. And Rhapsody, she's she don't get. I mean, she's signed under Ninth Wonder, so she's not gonna get as much push as somebody that pops coochie all the time. But all these other people, like they have their own cultures and worlds now outside of main media. So that's another point. Like there's thriving, like
No, I'm not saying that they're not thriving or they're not able to live their life how they like to live. It's just that it felt like for about 8 months, Rhapsody was on a lot of quote unquote mainstream stuff. You know what I'm saying? More not necessarily pop stuff, but more of the like okay, she got a feature on. Oh, okay, okay.
I think that's just because of the new shit. Like Glorilla's gonna be gone. Sexy Red's gonna be gone. They're all gonna be gone.
Oh yeah.
Because everything's new and then it goes. Who stays around though? Like Rhapsody, she's technically been rapping for what?
But you need to
10
have
years.
more than one girl on the mainstream because that's our cultural image. And
Right.
like other girls who are into hip hop, if all they see is one type of girl that's rapping, then the idea is in order for me to be a female MC, I can't just be nice. I gotta over-sexualize myself. Nothing wrong with over-sexualizing yourself. Do that, pop your pussy, do your thing. I'm just saying, man, have regular girls rap. Are all girls doing this? I mean, come on, all girls aren't. But it's a majority of girls that are because all the females at the top of the culture are all basically different variations of the same thing. I think that shit's a problem, Jack. I think it's a problem. I'm glad I ain't got daughters.
Hey, Brother Nevis made the mixtape.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, he did. Yeah, man. It's one of the better songs on the mixtape, man. Hell
We
yeah.
working.
Oh, so is that a trillion?
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
See, and that's what I love seeing and hearing, man. Cats from the town, and I still call KC the town.
Yeah.
It's a town, even though it's like burgeoning into a big city. But it's always gonna, to me, it's always gonna be the town, because that's, you know, at heart. But back to the open mics.
Yeah.
So the pandemic was like a reset button for everything. So a lot of venues didn't make it through. So you got to find the universe has to tap the right person's spirit, who has the right mentality and temperament to deal with the ins and outs of open micing. I am no longer said person. I am available for said person for consultation at a fee, small fee, very small. But first, there has to be a person who's willing to do it and be responsible for it. Then there has to be a place that people aren't afraid to go to, I guess.
It's gonna be hard in KC.
Yeah, because, you know, it's
Shit.
and then after that, just making sure that everything stays on the up and up with, you know, you're not sliding the DJ $10 to jump in line or no shit like that, or, you know, sign up list is right, or ain't no favorites being played, all that kind of shit. Unless you're they're upfront and open about that from the jump. Like, hey, that's my nigga. He's gonna always get on. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I can respect that.
Right.
I don't respect it if I'm coming every week signing up, paying this money, you know what I'm saying, to come in, and I never get on, but you got MC Bubblicious over here getting it in, and I'm like, hey man, that your man's? Oh, yeah, that's my man's, you know what I'm saying? I've known this news since second grade. Oh, well shit, you should have been telling everybody that, you know, this nigga's getting on no matter what.
Hey, G's Jamaican Cuisine used to have a
used to.
open mic.
Yeah,
I
man.
used to go up there too.
They used to be
I used to go up there and get on the mic.
G's, Danny's.
That's a hard crowd though.
Heat Mob over at Mardi Gras. I feel like it was another one that I'm missing. G's, Danny's, Heat Mob.
Hurricane.
That was a little later. But I don't remember Open Mic at Hurricane. I just remember doing shows at Hurricane.
There used to be one.
From Mardi Gras down to Hurricane.
Yeah, Jay Lee.
Oh, that's right, y'all did. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
What was the spot on Main?
That was a 40/40 Club. Or
Newsroom.
Newsroom.
No.
Well,
Newsroom had one.
Newsroom
but
had
no,
one.
Zarbar didn't have one?
No, that was the one we did at Zarbar.
But
At the same time as Joe Vertigo was doing the one over at America's Pub.
Joe Vertigo.
yeah, well, it used to be 40/40 or whatever. I forgot what it was called at the time. But
Where y'all moved over on
Yeah.
Westport Road in Maine, next to Thriftway, or what was
across the street
Thriftway or
from
whatever.
Osco.
Yeah, next to Harling's. So Kansas City's had a good run with open mics. You know what I'm saying?
Not consistent though.
For hip hop.
Not consistent.
And think about how old that is. How long
And somebody
ago
said,
that
I don't know if somebody up here or somebody out there. Somebody said the Peanut. Peanut was
Yeah, the
not.
Peanut, too.
Well, that was not an open mic.
It wasn't hip hop and hot
Nah.
wings.
It hip hop and hot wings.
So what
yeah,
was it?
it was really for DJs. It started off as a place for you just be able to hear some hip hop, but then the DJs started incorporating MCs.
Oh, okay.
Just how hip hop progressed for real.
Yeah.
And so it wound up growing into a spot where cats were doing, we have feature performances, like touring independent artists would come through and come through and headline over at the spot. That 5 years that run that it had was a nice
Special.
yeah. And because of that, after its unfortunate demise, we entities split out, and that's when we started doing stuff with in Westport with Riot Room and Hurricane and Zarbar, and cats started doing stuff down in Pine Lights. Cats started doing stuff over here. You know what I'm saying? And it was, and hip hop kind of really became entrenched in the entertainment scene in Kansas City after Hip Hop and Hot Wings' demise. Unfortunately, we don't have a place to do that anymore, and that's something else we need.
Yeah, it's too bad, man. But to your other point that you made, man, and I appreciate you being honest with me, dog. Like, I always want people to be honest with me about my music in general. I'm glad you liked it. I don't think that, like, as far as a pandemic, I don't think that would have affected me. Like, I think that, like, if you can create something that's undeniably, whatever the rating is, right? Let's just say undeniably good, right? That's going to be good, whether it's now, whether it's before the pandemic or after the pandemic.
Oh, well, I'm not saying that it wouldn't have been as good. That people's mentality may not necessarily have been ready for it.
You think so? Well,
Yeah.
How do you think people's mentality have switched from then to now? From like pre-pandemic
Because
and post-pandemic.
Pre-pandemic, there was a lot of complacency. I mean, just flat out, everything's terrible. This is suck. This is blah blah blah. I don't want to hear. It's just a lot of get off my lawn, old man, grumbly type shit happening.
Yeah.
Pandemic happens, where it shuts everything down. Everybody kind of has to reset and look at things differently. And now, some things that are like before the pandemic, I did not like Lil Uzi Vert. After the pandemic, I can fuck with Lil Uzi Vert.
Is it because you have more time to listen to it?
Not necessarily that I had more time to listen to it, because I didn't really have more time in the pandemic. What I do just never really stopped.
So you were more open-minded.
I was just more open-minded. I was just like, because it was I want to rock.
Yeah.
That was the icing on the cake for me. I was like, shit, I like that shit. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, I like the energy on that. You know what I'm saying? And so I kind of went back and listened to some other stuff, and I was like, okay, it's still not for me necessarily.
Yeah. But you can see why people fuck with it. Yeah.
He's not talking to me. I'm 49 years old. You know what I'm saying? This little dude's old enough to be. He could be my son. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean that disrespectfully. I'm saying age wise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's not. That's a whole different, several generations of thought between him and I. So it ain't for me. But I can feel it enough to where I can see why. And I can say that it's better than some other stuff that I just don't feel at all.
Right.
Hell, when the Migos first came out, I might have been one of the biggest people like, I don't know about this Versace shit, man.
Me too.
They be having the beats though.
They have slapped.
But then the Bad and Bougie. It was the Bad.
I never liked that shit.
It was just the beat though. I was like, man, that beat is who is this? They was like, that's that Migos. I was like, damn. And there's a Lil Uzi Vert. I was like, damn. I was like, damn, that beat is. So I believe that people are a bit more open-minded after the, because everybody was, trapped in their homes for, there was no social interaction physically for, it was you good, boy?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what he was doing. He was moving back and forth. Had that hairline look on his face. I was
scratching my
I
arm.
was checking for a needle, making sure we ain't have to call nobody.
Got that McDonald's bloodstream.
Made me lose my whole train of thought. Shit. Shit. So what you listening to, Heavy?
Man,
Tell him, spill it.
man, just really like
Spill the spitters.
usually old stuff, man. Like old stuff, bro. Like I be listening to old shit all the time. I will listen. I listen to everything because I try to keep my, I try to stay open to everything because I don't know where I may get inspiration from. I may get a new flow from. I may hear something else. You know what I mean? So I stay open to everything. But usually, man, I'm listening to all the old shit. I've been listening to Rome Streets more lately. Rome Streets. Who else have I been listening to? I'm always listening to Conway. Always listening to 38 Special. Always listening to Benny the Butcher. Rock Marciano for sure. I'm always listening to him. Who I'm really fucking with is, what's his name? Akeem Ali.
Yeah, buddy.
God damn.
Yeah, buddy.
God damn.
Yeah,
and you know,
buddy.
if you pay attention, man, I've been
Pimp shit.
man. See, okay, that's why I didn't really fuck with him initially.
Kimmy Casanova.
Kimmy Casanova, right?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is gimmicky. This is kind of gimmicky. I seen what he was doing, and I liked it. I liked the way it sounded. I was like, it's kind of gimmicky, and I stayed off, bro, for probably like 6 months. Nigga, I come back after the six months, like, God damn. This nigga,
He know how to make a song.
bro, this nigga is taking shit to a different fucking level, and he can do everything really good. Like, the nigga can rap really good. He can sing really good. You know what I mean? He has really good visuals. He's funny, and he's also has insight. God, this nigga, man, I'm trying to tell you, to me, he's one of my favorite rappers. Absol, Conway, and Kimmy Casanova right now. That's who I'm really fucking with. Okay, so Boldy James is cool, bro. Like, but I never got it.
Okay, so it's the dope man, but it's like, how many times can you flip it, right?
Yeah.
Like literally, it's always how many times can you flip it because it's always the same shit, different toilet. So with him, I like his creativity because he'll take shit from vintage times.
Yeah.
That we know, and the way he used it in the sentence, and you like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I like that about him.
Boldy James. A lot of people love Boldy James, bro. They swear by it.
He's different, lyrically kind of different. Even though he talked the same dope shit like a lot of niggas do.
Yeah.
He's different. So I'm just wondering if you do because you take it with everyone.
I just really, man, like people been telling me about Boldy James, and I go listen to it, and I like when I
type of shit because he's evolving too.
Right.
Got the Bo Jackson. I like the earlier shit too, like the shit he does with Alchemist. Even like shit he did with Alchemist, but then he's doing shit with newer producers, so he's evolving. You know what I mean? So
I can hear it there. But I'm like, okay, he's rapping, but he's rapping, right? Like, a lot of niggas is rapping, right? Like who else do I feel that way about, bro? That's around there.
Larry June.
what about Larry?
I like.
Okay, so this is the thing. This is
It's
what
the
I
same
love
lane,
about Larry.
bro.
I
Same
love
lane.
Larry June visuals.
Yeah.
I love Larry June, like everything with the
Ad-libs is unmatched.
with the juices. I like his voice, but I never really got it. I mean, because he got a mood of people that really fuck with him.
Yeah.
Which is,
Pimping.
well, I get that too. I understand that too.
That's the main thing. That's the main thing.
But it's the way it sounds.
But now it's an organic life. But it's an organic lifestyle with the motherfucking orange juice.
Absolutely.
And living healthy.
Absolutely.
Gibbs, though.
Absolutely.
Are we going there?
What you say?
Are we going
Freddie
there?
Gibbs.
Are we going there?
Like
Hey, and he can have that style and then do an album with Alchemist. You know what I mean?
And it works perfect. You right?
Yeah.
Because sonically, everything with Larry June shit is perfect.
It works.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
It's
And
perfect.
he can sing good too. He can too.
He has a great voice, man. And you see people at Larry June concerts, everybody's fucking singing and everybody's fucking
I've
doing.
been there, so
I mean,
I know. It look good.
What can you say to somebody that's getting it down like that? But what did you say? Who was you telling me about?
You said Freddie Gibbs.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
I ain't never really fuck with Freddie.
Whoa.
Really?
Freddie.
Talk about what happened.
Yeah, I said that is kind of
never-
surprising.
I never really fuck with Freddie. I like Freddie's production.
Okay,
Freddie got bars,
Okay, so listen, you can go from Mad Lib to Alchemist. Who you talking about?
Either one. I love it. I love anything that he gets on. The production is always high.
Hold on, because but then there's earlier shit that's G shit.
Everything I've heard him on,
ESGN, all G shit.
everything I've heard him on has been Mad Lib or Alchemist.
Okay, so you don't know earlier Gibbs then.
Yeah. I don't.
Gangster Gibbs is early Gibbs.
Here's my other problem with that. Here's my other problem with Larry, with like Freddie Gibbs, right? Like again, like to me, a lot of people swear by Freddie Gibbs, right? He has a great voice. I like his melodies, and I like the cadence. I like everything about that shit. But to me, the bars is empty. Like he ain't never really saying nothing. And at the end of the day,
the deepest album was the one after he got out of prison over there in Germany.
But then again, like I know that ain't your life.
Yeah.
So stop.
Yeah.
You 40. There's another reason I can't fuck with it. I'm sorry. Go ahead, bro. I didn't cut you off.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
What like rappers do, once he started going through shit, because you got to remember, he got into it with fucking Benny the Butcher, and he had to start talking about that shit.
I was about to say that about
Well,
Benny.
he
I
egged
didn't
that
fuck
on
with Benny
from
out
us.
of everybody from Griselda until later.
He egged that on from
Conway
us.
was my dude.
Well,
Conway
the point
was
I'm
my
making
dude,
is
but
that it was something he had to talk about. You like that ain't your life. What I'm saying, he had to actually start talking about shit that was.
But he had been talking like that.
I'm just saying. I'm just going into the point of him having to talk about what the fuck was happening.
Well, I mean, he had been talking like that though, and he agged shit on because I pay attention.
He did.
I pay attention to it. So again, you know, you a 40-year-old nigga, all right, talking that type of shit. The life you didn't live.
And he still sniffed coke, cause let's just be real.
And that's okay. I mean, I don't knock that. I think all drugs should be legal, so I don't have a problem with that.
Right?
Huh?
Did I have you talking crazy in the booth?
Well, I don't sniff coke, but I mean,
as a nigga who'd been around them type of niggas who do that and they want to rap, I've seen it go.
but I ain't never really fucked with Freddie, man. Not only because of those issues, just because I just hear he's rapping. Okay.
That's not your type of talk.
Well, I mean, no, it's not that I don't like it. I like it. I like Freddie, but do I like it that much? Yeah.
I'm not in that. I would just say not in that style. Not in the style.
You fuck with Freddie like that?
Not like that.
Freddie it don't come from nowhere. What he's saying don't come from nowhere.
Jamel, you don't fuck with that?
That's what I'm saying. It feels lifeless
I'll listen to some Gibbs.
and passionless. Like he don't come from nowhere. You're just spitting movie shit.
Yeah, like
Shut
I said,
up.
The most passionate he came was when he got out of prison in fucking Germany.
I
He had to spit some real
I understand what you're saying though. He's literally just giving you
Talking you shit.
visuals without in your head without the visuals. You know what I mean?
Sounds good though.
Right. But it doesn't necessarily evoke emotional content.
Not to me, bro. Like I don't feel it. I don't feel no real connection to him when he says that shit. And that doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that he ain't the biggest gangster out there, and it doesn't matter if he is. I'm just saying I never really felt nothing behind what he says.
But there's also factors of we're different classes of listeners. We're not all uniform listeners.
No.
Like you listen as an MC, and you hear, like somebody could look like if a carpenter came in here and looked at this table. He's looking at all the edges and how sharp they are and the angles and like, man, this isn't even like level right. In my head, I can look at a laser and be like, this ain't level right. A common person come here and look at the table, like, oh, that's a cool table. So when you analyze music, and just like I analyze music on like the production side, I'm looking at 10 different levels of, oh, this sample's been used 30 times and it's whack.
And even we may disagree on that. Like we may disagree on that because, you know, that's your flavor.
Right. But there's just different types of listeners. There's some people coming from an approach of,
I think you can
am
be
I
the
looking
same
at the
type of
bars?
listener, but you just don't agree on what particular artist. You know what I mean? Like,
that's who.
yeah, it'd be that.
Because, I could go from all the way from Freddie Gibbs to, like, Mozzie. What you think about Mozzie?
I like Mozzie. I like Mozzie.
See what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
I put them in the same.
Who can rap
class of
better, though?
spitters. Yeah.
Whoa.
Like
whoa.
Gibbs.
First off,
Gibbs.
both of them can rap. Let's just be real.
Gibbs
both of them
rap
can
better
rap.
than a lot of niggas.
Real shit.
Mozzie.
Is very patternized and
Mozzie.
very formatted.
Who's
Let's
is?
just be real.
Who?
Mozzie is
Yeah.
very patternized and formatted.
There's nothing wrong
Just
with
like
that,
Gibbs, though.
Bro.
Actually, both of them.
Yeah.
Let's just be honest. Both of them are patternized and formatted. But you gotta think
Got
about
their
what
style.
you gotta. It's like
But
which
Mozzie
style
will
you like.
bar you down.
Both of them. Like if you
Yeah,
don't
for
get.
Gibbs will bar you down.
That's what I'm about to
Mozzie.
say. If you don't sleep on Gibbs because he's going fast, if you catch the bars as he's going fast, you're gonna catch the bars. But Mozzie is, slower enough for you to catch the bars, and he got the ill patterns. I like Mozzie's style of rapping. I'm not gonna lie, I really do. it's dope. And it's one of the songs I'm stuck on right now is Body Count. You know Body Count? That shit go, right?
I think that, yeah. I think that, like, the better way to explain it to me is that Freddie just is all cadence.
Yes, I love it.
Dope!
I love it.
But the bars ain't there. If he had the bars with the cadence.
Okay, again, I bring it back to he's in the same category anybody else will talk about dope. How many times can he flip it?
That's cool, though.
He's one of those rappers.
Make it sound good.
Because, like, you got your Pusha T.
Because Pusha T is not one of my favorites. But
I love Pusha T. You don't like Pusha T?
It's
he's
like,
not. As
it's
far
impressive.
as that, I fuck with him because he's from that.
He's from that cloth.
That cloth, you know? And anything that you get him on,
he's gonna
do
do that.
You just don't like it, though.
You know
He's
what I'm
gonna
saying?
do that.
Yeah, but I'm from a different style of MCing. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'm gonna be like, okay, bro, damn, you still selling dope, my nigga?
Yeah.
You not
Stealing dope.
I know you not.
But you still talking like every day you meet me with the plug. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? Yeah.
That's a good point.
that's
Nah,
the
here's the
same
plug
thing
now.
Freddie gives, though.
Thank you.
Same thing gives.
Yeah.
Same thing you give. You're not meeting with the plug no more.
No.
I mean, I don't have a problem with it. Like, if your angle's really good, you can just stay in your lane, right? Like, if that's the thing about hip hop, that's the better thing about right now is that if you one dimensional, cool, because you can create a niche of people that just fuck with you.
Like I said, Benny, Conway. Conway
You're not
is
going to
closer
Benny for no club song.
No, Conway is closer to like Biggie. Conway gonna talk that street shit, but I'm still coming at MCs, letting y'all niggas know that I'm still that top 5 nigga. I'm still 101. You know?
Yeah, Conway got that shit. I love Conway, man.
I'm with you. I'm with you.
Love him.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, host.
Yeah,
we
my
jumped.
bad.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a kid named Nick Grant that's nice too.
Nick Grant.
I've heard it.
Nick Grant is nice.
Whew.
Nick Grant.
Nice. Nice as a motherfucker, boy.
Nick Grant. He been on Brazil this shit.
Yeah, man. That's all right. Y'all heard anything else like this? Came out that's hot recently.
Recent.
Honestly, man, the most recent thing I've been up on listening to on a mainstream level is that Killer Mike album. Still, I'm still
Still in rotation.
yeah. That's I'm still stuck on that. That's
Mike is underrated, ain't he?
Man.
Mike is nice.
it's a beautiful piece of work.
Yeah.
It's
Mike.
yeah.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, it's a beautiful piece of work.
Mike got Mozzie on the album.
Yeah, it's got Mozzie on track 2. Shed Tears with the gospel choir sample. That shit's fire.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was really impressed by it. I really liked his album.
Other than that,
Ruben Vincent.
So you ain't check out that new Drake?
Yeah, I did.
I haven't.
I did actually.
I haven't yet.
And you know what? It's cool. I like Drake. I like Drake.
I do too.
Drake. You like Drake?
I do.
How could you not? Right? Like I like his music, but this one right here is like, it's not bad. It's not horrible. You know what I mean? You done gave some classic albums, dog. Like, I mean, it's cool. I ain't gonna. You know, that's the thing. And fans ain't shit. You know what I mean? So if you make something good, they're ready to tear you down as soon as you don't. You know, you put out how many classics that you can put out. First thing the motherfucker want to do is what else you got? What else you got? You know, what I mean? That's the nature of a fan. So,
But it's just a whole lot of music though. I think sometimes it's just too much.
it's the same shit. You know, everybody gonna kind of rap about the same shit depending on who you are. It's coming from your perspective. But I heard it was like 20 some odd songs. I just been hearing bits and pieces, different tracks here and there. I think it's cool, but I mean, it's just
Yeah, I haven't checked it out. It took me a while to check out the was it the Honestly Nevermind that everybody was talking about. I've listened to the him and 21 Savage maybe once. I don't know. I keep giving Drake and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that he doesn't make good music.
Yeah.
It's just not. I just
Not a
don't.
big deal to you.
Yeah, I
Why
just.
he keep singing? Yeah, why he keep singing, bro?
Who, Drake?
Why he think we want to hear him singing, bro?
I'll say some of them be the hardest ones,
Hey,
though.
man, I like this.
My nigga, Drake got a new album out. What's the first song say? I turned it off. I think that's the first song. He started singing to me too fast. I need at least 3 songs before you start singing.
First off, Gunny, he ain't singing to you.
Bro, I know he ain't singing to me, but all I heard was, I'm good.
A lot of shit don't be for us, and I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
And I get that, but hold on, bro. If
And
this ain't one of them songs,
I'm gonna say this, and then we're gonna have to wrap it up.
That's cool.
help me out.
A lot of times with Drake, I've had to do those like I used to do R. Kelly albums.
What's that?
I didn't like R. Kelly albums when they first came out.
How could you not like R. Kelly?
Why?
I didn't.
He was
You
a
look like
secret
this
already.
nigga.
He already knew the secret. Hey man, that shit. Hey man, look.
Hey,
R. Kelly, you
I had the plug back in the day. I would have whatever was coming out. I'd have a week or 2 weeks before everybody else would have it. I mean, and I'd had like the real copy. So I'm hearing, and I just R. Kelly was all right, and it was cool. But what got R. Kelly over was the fact that they picked like 3 singles off the album and pound your fucking dome piece to death with them.
Well, it's programming, right?
Yeah,
But
so the
also
programming
because
of
he
it.
makes really good fucking music, bro.
He does.
Really
I'm
good
not saying he
fucking
doesn't.
music. That's the difference. It ain't that he just picked 3 songs. You picked 3 songs from R. Kelly?
But after I would get programmed, you know what I'm saying, because I'd hear, you know what I'm saying,
Which isn't hard, but
whatever.
shit's fire.
Then I could go back and listen to it and be like, okay, this album actually, okay, it makes sense now. But I'm also not an R. Kelly fan like that.
I'm a huge R. Kelly fan. Huge R. Kelly fan.
And whoever said I knew the secret, I actually, yeah, I did. No, it wasn't a secret.
A lot of us knew, right? We all knew. We all knew.
Yeah, all my Chicago people would tell me. Hell, they was like, your favorite McDonald's that you like going to? Yeah, that's the one. I'm
That's
like,
the one he pulled up
oh,
at."
man. I ain't been back since. I just,
You ain't want them chocolate chip cookies?
hey, when you walking around the corner and it be like 3 a.m, that whole block leading up to that McDonald's smell like chocolate chip cookies, boy. I was like, damn, they smell so good. One, I don't need to be servicing McDonald's with no money. 2, the chocolate chip cookies ain't even probably like real in any way, shape, fashion, or form. And 3, fuck McDonald's.
Since the McDonald's on 28th and Prospect.
Since that one club shut down, I don't fuck with McDonald's. I ain't fuck with McDonald's back then either. Rockwell loved that shit. He probably just ate something before we went on air. That's why his guts is all bubbled up over there.
I didn't know he was gone. I think his stomach started
Probably.
Bubbling.
But Heavy, man, appreciate you coming
I
through,
appreciate
bro.
y'all, man.
Most definitely.
Anytime, bro.
You welcome to come through anytime. You know where we are. You know what time we here. I'm gonna keep bumping it.
Thanks, man.
Now, when I get my check, sometime this upcoming week, I'm donating to the fund.
It's all good, bro.
Oh, no.
You just listening to it is enough, man.
Oh no, that ain't enough.
that's
That ain't enough, you motherfuckers out there. You motherfuckers out there, don't be the cheap motherfuckers that you can be. You better fucking donate something. I don't give a damn if it's a goddamn dollar. That's why you made it. Name it your price, you cheap bitches, you motherfuckers, you.
Sons of bitches.
I'm just saying. Don't. Hey. Yeah.
Appreciate that, man. Thanks for everybody that listened to it and the support and the love, man. I mean, it means a lot, man. I appreciate that for sure. Just want to contribute, you know.
Hey, it's a contribution, man. I feel like in a few ways. I feel like it's kind of gonna get the ball rolling on cats doing mixtapes again, and hopefully
I hope so.
having quality become the preference over popularity.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let's try to let's try and trend that back at least in our area. I know we probably won't make that happen, you know, nationwide, worldwide, or whatever. But
We can start where we are.
at least let's make it happen here.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
Start where you are.
Yeah, let's make whack rap a no fly zone here. We don't even want that. We don't need to just keep on keeping on. Yeah. Well, appreciate everybody who tuned in. Appreciate
y'all, man.
everybody who came out. Let's see. I think Sabados is tomorrow down at
Lemonade Park.
Lemonade Park
You going to that?
down in the bottom.
DJing that.
Oh, you are?
Scheme is DJing. That's gonna be from what, 5 to
1 to 5.
1 to 5.
Yep.
1 to 5 is like $5 to get in, $7 to get in,
Sure.
something like that.
We ain't talk about you spin.
We didn't.
Yeah, 2 Fridays ago.
Damn, that was fuck. The youth spin event was cool. I enjoyed myself. We sat on the back bleacher or back row and smoked and chilled out. We was like the uncles. Motherfuckers didn't even realize we was there because we was just, you know,
Just
chilling
back in the cut.
Yeah, just off in the cut, just chilling. But we wasn't even in the cut. We was like openly right there, just.
Hell,
it was even
police walked past.
Yeah, it was even a street light. It was
Right on us.
Right on us. We was all just sitting there, just everybody smoking. Watching the acts and shit, you know. It was cool. Yeah, it was cool. I think I have no idea how many people were actually there because the place was so spread. You know, Lemonade Park spread out. So I think it was hard to judge. So I don't know, but you know, definitely could have been a better turnout. But you know, I always say it could be a better turnout. So don't listen to me about that. But listen to me about that because it could always be a better turnout. Because if your ass wasn't there, that means it could have been a better turnout. But yeah, no, it was cool. I believe he at least broke even financially. So, you know, hey, no shirts lost, hopefully. You know, because damn, I was supposed to be said that other shit and get on, but we need people. As someone who did Gorilla Fest, the concept and the work behind it, and walked away from it bitter and angry. We need people who think big and have the heart and guts and money to do it, to not necessarily walk away from that the same, feeling the same way I felt. Because in feeling the way I felt walking away from that, there were other things that we'll talk about that came along that I could have done, but I chose not to, from a place of fuck that, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? So we need to make sure that the big thinkers at least walk away and continue to think big and outside of the normal quote unquote box. You know what I'm saying? Because those are the ones, right?
Yeah, man.
Because it's those people that are going to bring the open mics back. It's those people that are going to make sure that it's talent over popularity. It's those people that are going to push the culture without trying to push themselves. You know what I'm saying? And the culture needs that. The culture needs more of that. So, yeah. So once again, man, appreciate you coming out. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Sabados tomorrow, Lemonade Park. Sports Block, Red Rock, Tuesday, 9-ish. Next week we got Nerd Life, Q from Nerd Life and Nerd Surge. Week after that we got Sugar Bear, aka Mark Thomas from the Toxic Honey Pot, coming through as a special guest on Legal Trap Report with Quarter. Titan suck ass. Go Chiefs. Y'all be careful out there. Peace.
Peace. Appreciate y'all, man.
Appreciate you coming through.